What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? This guy, BILLYBOB the Farmer Phillips, back on another video. First of all, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity. Next, I want to thank y'all for support y'all showing for the channel. And guess what? It's Cultivating Tuesday, man. It's 1st of April, and we're back at it again. And so we're going to start back on the dream, but the main topic we're going to talk about: dream, gift, purpose, and time. That was 4 main topics, but we're going to jump back on the dream part 2. And so dealing with this dream, man, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So I'm going to talk about my transition from high school into my first job at the city shop, and how I always growing up loving being around farm equipment and stuff like that. Dad worked around it for years, and the job didn't really have no benefit, didn't have no retirement plan, so really put a bad taste in Mom's mouth and all that she ever talked about growing up as a kid. Well, when you get out, I know you love fun, but you gotta get your job with insurance and benefit. And Dad wasn't gonna kill it. Whatever Mom said, Dad wasn't gonna kill it. Wasn't gonna kick against it. So Dad would always say, "Well, whatever Mom tell you, you need to listen to it." So during that process, growing up around farm equipment with Dad, it just was in me so much. I just loved it. And so, like I said in the first video, just through Dad, I always had the opportunity to be around the farm, running farm equipment all the way through high school. And so when I graduated, cousin that worked at the city of Columbus during the year of 1998, they had a position was coming up in 99. But anyway, I ended up putting an application in for the city of Columbus in 98. But when I first got out of high school in 1997, I had a summer job with Holland Roof. And I was gonna transition that summer job onto a full-time job, but went out for a couple months that summer, shortly after I graduated high school. After I came back from my senior trip, 3 or 4 days later, boom, we loaded up, we head out of town. And my first building, I think, was the Office Depot. We did a roof on Office Depot or Home Depot, one of them. I can't remember which one, but it kind of blurred on that job with Holland Roof. We did stay that long, hot, man, it was a hot job. But I made a little money, had a lot of fun, but this wasn't really what I wanted to do. So when we came back in from my first or second tour out with Holland Roof, some kind of way it had some contract problems, or anyway, we ended up staying in for about a month and a half. So we came back in for like the 4th of July. The whole month of July I was at home, and August I was at home, and I need to make some money. So in that time, July and August, ain't much going on in the farm because farming had changed. Farming practice had changed in that time. They wasn't row cultivating beans in July and August like they used to back in the day, because they had come out with Roundup. Ready beans had came out, so you go out with the chemical Roundup and spray the beans, and wouldn't kill the beans and kill all the weed. That Roundup was a bad chemical when it first come out. I mean, I can remember growing up cultivating beans all the way around the 4th of July, maybe one more time about mid-July. By the time the bean got knee high, cleaned them up for the last time. But when they brought that Roundup out, they put them field cultivator to a scrap, row cultivator and a scrap tool. They cut them up. You couldn't hardly find one of them things in the country after Roundup came in town. But as I graduated high school, I ended up getting a job with Holland Roof, and so like I said, I came back and came in and didn't go back out. And my uncle worked on the farm for all his life and had an opportunity to, they needed some help. And he called me up and asked me was I interested in it. And I told him I'd be interested in it till Holland Roof and get ready to go back. So they were looking for a guy to run a tractor on a disc part-time while they were cutting corn, because they was a pretty large farm at that time. They had a dry system. Well, it was only a few farms that had one, but they were one of the few that had a dry system. So they would get a chance to color corn a little earlier than everybody else while they run the dry system. So they would hire a guy to run a disc for them to keep the corn ground caught up while they was harvesting corn. And that was my job. And so with that being said, Holland Roofing got ready to go back out. Just so happened my uncle had jury duty come up and asked me could I run a grain cart. I told him I could, and once I got on the grain cart, they offered me a little bit more money, so I ended up staying there. And so when uncle got back from jury duty, I was doing so well on the grain cart, they stuck me on the grain cart, which I didn't want to get on the grain cart. I wanted to get back on the disc, but it didn't work out like that. So the rest of the year I stayed on the grain cart until that fall. We did some fall tillage and stuff like that, but I ended up staying there from August of 1997 till March of 1999. And so during that process of working there, March of 1999, I ended up getting a job with the city of Columbus on March 22nd. And so during that process of on March 22nd, when I started with the city of Columbus, on May 7th, we lost our dad. Dad got killed on the job, and it was a big hurdle. So during that process of going through that, I always would call the guy that Dad used to work for. I go down there on the weekends, and if he had some field work need to be done, I would go down there and run a tractor for him, and make a few dollars. But a lot of times I went down there and went in charge just to get on the tractor that me and Dad rode, just to reminisce, just to get away from it. It really helped me grow it out a lot. So Daddy gave me a lot of wisdom at a young age. When I was growing up, a lot of knowledge and a lot of things I didn't understand until I got older. Then it turned to wisdom. And one thing my dad always told us all: whatever you do in life, just be yourself and we ain't gonna be able to do what everybody else do. He used to tell us that. Just be yourself. Don't do what everybody else do. That one thing my dad always told us. And he was just harp on that all the time. And so during that process, in the same year I started working with City of Columbus, my brother gave me a phone call. He got interested in farming, and Mr. Charlie gave him an opportunity to start farming with him back in 1999. So he called me up and asked me, said he needs some help because he working on the railroad, farming about 700 acres. And he said, bro, if we grow and stuff like that, we're gonna take it and run with it. So we did that for a long time, man. We did about 25 years, and the guy just took care of it, had a lot of fun doing that process. But the transition is just what I want to get at, is how even though Mom and Dad wanted me away from the farm to get a job with benefit, I graduated high school, get a good job with Highland Roofing. The job slows down, and look how God put me right back in a position where I got another job dealing with a farm. Stayed there for how long? From 1st of August until the first week of March and 1999, and then from the fall of 1999 right back into farming, right, just like that. So God has always just opened those doors to keep me around farming. So what farming did for me, it actually helped me find my purpose. Farming actually helped me doing what I'm doing right now. And right now, so I'm walking in my purpose. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. It don't make no difference what you do in life, man. If you follow your dream gonna help you identify your gift. And your dream plus your gift, it will help you identify your purpose. And then you'll be able to look and understand your time. So God got everything, got a time and a season. So I just wanted to show y'all and share with y'all the connecting point of my life. And y'all life is related to your dream. And in order to find your purpose, in order to find your gift, you got to follow your dream. And so through that process, God knew what doors to open, what doors to close. And so I ended up working at the city shop for 6.5 years. And so during that process, those 6.5 years, I had a statement was made to me 6 months after I was hired at the city shop. I tried to leave. And it really like pissed me off. But at the same time, just being raised by my dad. My dad always told me, don't let nobody put you in a box. Don't let nobody tell me what you can and what you can't do. the biggest limitation that you have for yourself. So, and that dad just put that in me so much that that's one thing, man. If I ever felt that you was counting me out or didn't think I was gonna be able to do something, it just really put me in another mode, or just like I had a chip on my shoulder. I had something to prove, because I am not you. I am not what you say that I am. So with that being said, when they made that statement, within 6 months as I got hired on, I started looking for another job. But I never could get a job. I get some phone calls, said that things was just always fall through. I never go to interviews, never got called to get hired on, or they always make 99 excuses. But during that process, I was just God ordained. God just knew what He needed me to be, and my place that I needed to be was Columbus Fire and Rescue. Did not want the job, hated the job, did not despise the job. And every time I was at that city shop, I had several guys saying, "Man, you need to go to the fire department. And you need to go to the fire department." And I was like, "Man, I'm not going to the fire department. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all understand?" And I never get Lewis and them. They fooled me to join the volunteer fire department and to like give me some experience and let me really just see what it's all about. And it still didn't work. And in 2005, I had enough, and trying other different places, other different jobs, and I had to was working on a backhoe one day, and backhoe tire, and I had just got frustrated, and I heard that the fire department was hiring, so I went uptown and grabbed my application that evening, and I went home and filled it out, and I turned back in. I said, "You know what?" I prayed about it. I said, "God, is this what you want me to be? I'm gonna put this application in and see what happens." So sure enough, I put the application in, and then went through the hiring process and went through the orientation and all that stuff. And I had some guys, there were some guys on the police department. They gave me access to a gym where I could start working out, get my legs and stuff under me. And that's when I worked hard and got wind or some people saying I was gonna pass the test, that I was gonna get hired on. And when God just knew what I needed. Anytime you try to put me in a box, or anytime you say what I wasn't gonna do, I'm one of them type people. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just that fuel, just to make me go to another level. So God knew what I needed, and I went through the process. I trust the process. But I'm gonna cut that all right there. But I'm gonna just show you how God works. I graduated high school. I did everything that everybody wanted me to do to go get a job with some benefit. That job played out. Guess where I end up? I end up right back on the farm. Couldn't never get comfortable. Everybody said was complaining about you need a job, retiring, all that stuff like that. Got tired of it. Guess what? City of Columbus came up. I put an application in. I get hired on there. Working there. Guess what? Bruh called me. Another farming opportunity. So with that being said, it's just like my dream to be a farmer. God always opened the doors that I needed to be in, to put me in a position to be what I need to be, to move me closer to my purpose. And so that was the connecting points of following my dream. Following my dream led me to a job to get insurance and a retirement plan. And that retirement plan came from doing the thing that I didn't want to do, was going to the fire department. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little part of that video. So we'll pick this video back up from my transition when I got hired at the fire department. We'll talk about the thing that was said when I was in the city shop to what pushed me to the next level. We'll try to leave, and how God used that statement to not let me get comfortable, to push me over to go to the fire department, not to go somewhere else, because He didn't open the door for me to go with. He use that person that make that statement to not let me get comfortable where I was, to prove that person wrong, that I was not going to be what you said I was going to be. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little part of the video. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll see y'all on the first Tuesday of May. So y'all get ready, and hope y'all have a blessed week, blessed month, and hope y'all enjoyed that. But just look at your connecting point of your dream. Man, you got to follow your dream. Man, if you follow your dream, you're gonna find your gift, you're gonna find your purpose, and you'll learn how to use the time, because when you're operating your dream, you're gonna spend more time doing the thing to get better at your dream than any other thing that you're doing in life. And by doing that, it's gonna push you closer to God. And so I hope y'all enjoyed this little video, 15, 16 minute video. And so we'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.